What if I told you that the secret to timeless style isn't hiding in your closet? It's been hiding in plain sight all along. At 77, Linda Wright moves through the world with a quiet magnetism that has nothing to do with following trends and everything to do with understanding something most of us spend decades trying to learn. She's not on magazine covers, she's not walking runways, and yet when she enters a room, heads turn. Not because she's trying to look younger, not because she's chasing what's fashionable, but because she's mastered something far more valuable, the art of dressing like herself. French women have understood this for generations, that real elegance isn't about more, it's about better. It's not about standing out, it's about feeling at home in your own skin. And Linda, she's proof that this kind of style doesn't fade with age, it deepens. Today, we're unlocking 7 secrets from Linda's wardrobe that will transform not just how you dress, but how you feel every single day. Are you ready? 1. The foundation. Quality over quantity. Linda's closet tells a story, and it's remarkably short. 30 pieces, maybe 40 at most. But here's what makes it extraordinary. Every single item could survive a decade. She doesn't shop seasonally. She invests intentionally. That cashmere sweater she's wearing, 8 years old, and it looks like she bought it yesterday. Her leather handbag has developed a patina that only quality materials can achieve. This is the first secret. French chic begins with a fundamental shift in thinking. You're not buying clothes. You're curating a collection. Linda taught herself to pause before purchasing, to ask one simple question: will I still reach for this in 5 years? If the answer is no, she walks away. This approach isn't about spending more money, it's about spending it differently. 3 beautiful pieces will always outperform 15 mediocre ones. Quality reveals itself in the details. Fabric that breathes, seams that lie flat, buttons that feel substantial in your hand. When you touch Linda's clothing, you understand immediately. This is the foundation everything else builds upon. 2. The neutral palette, your canvas of calm. Step into Linda's world and you'll notice something immediately. Color doesn't compete for attention. Cream, camel, navy, soft gray, ivory, the occasional whisper of blush. This isn't boring. This is brilliant. The French have understood for generations what Linda embodies effortlessly. Neutrals create visual harmony. They allow your face, your expression, your energy to become the focal point. Think of it this way. Your clothing should be the frame, not the painting. When Linda wears a cream silk blouse with tailored navy trousers, nothing distracts from the woman wearing them. Neutrals also solve a problem we don't talk about enough. Getting dressed becomes joyful instead of exhausting. Everything coordinates. Everything works together. You're building outfits, not playing guessing games each morning. But here's the secret within the secret. Neutrals aren't flat. Linda chooses fabrics with texture. Linen that catches light, wool with subtle depth, silk with luminous movement. Her palette is quiet, but it's never lifeless. This restraint creates something remarkable, a signature. You begin to recognize her style instantly, and that recognition becomes part of her elegance. 3. The fit. Tailoring is non-negotiable. Here's where Linda's approach becomes transformational. She'll spend $60 on a beautiful blouse at a simple boutique, then invest $40 more to have it tailored perfectly to her body. The French understand something we often forget. Nothing, absolutely nothing, looks elegant if it doesn't fit properly. Linda's trousers hit exactly at her ankle. Her blazers hug her shoulders without pulling. Her sleeves end precisely where they should. This isn't vanity, it's respect. Respect for your body, for your investment, for the impression you want to make. Most of us wear our clothing. Linda's clothing was made for her, and you don't need a fortune to achieve this. Find a good tailor in your area. Bring them your favorite pieces and ask for subtle adjustments. A hemline raised, a waist taken in slightly, sleeves shortened by half an inch. These modifications seem small, but their impact is enormous. When clothes fit properly, your posture changes. You stand taller. You move with more confidence. The fit isn't just about appearance. It's about how you inhabit your body. Linda treats tailoring as essential, not optional, and that distinction shows in every photograph, every outing, every moment. 4. The details. Small touches, enormous impact. Linda understands that elegance lives in the margins. It's the silk scarf folded loosely at her neck, the delicate gold chain she's worn for 30 years, the leather belt, slim and understated, that defines her waist without announcing itself. These details aren't afterthoughts. They're the signature. French women call this le détail qui change tout, the detail that changes everything. Watch Linda closely and you'll notice she never leaves the house without one beautiful thing. Not diamonds, not statement pieces, but something chosen with intention. A watch with a leather strap, pearl studs, classic and quiet. A structured handbag in buttery leather. These elements whisper rather than shout, and that whisper is what people remember. Here's what Linda doesn't do. She doesn't pile on accessories hoping something works. She selects one, maybe 2, and lets them breathe. This restraint creates sophistication. The details also extend beyond accessories. A collar that lies perfectly flat, nails kept neat and natural, shoes polished and timeless. Linda knows that people may not consciously notice these small touches, but they feel them. Elegance accumulates in the details, building an impression that lingers long after you've left the room. 5. The attitude. Confidence is your best outfit. Now we arrive at something you can't purchase in any boutique. Linda's secret weapon isn't in her wardrobe. It's in her bearing. She moves through the world as though she belongs exactly where she is. Not arrogantly, not demanding attention, simply present, comfortable, unapologetic about taking up space. This is what French women have mastered, the understanding that confidence transforms everything you wear. You can own the most beautiful wardrobe in the world, but if you wear it apologetically, it means nothing. Linda stands straight. She makes eye contact. She smiles not to please others, but because she's genuinely engaged with life. When she walks into a gathering, she's not scanning the room to see who's watching her. She's interested in connecting with whoever she encounters. This shift in focus changes everything. You stop performing and start living. Your style becomes effortless because you're no longer thinking about it constantly. You've decided how you want to present yourself, and now you're free to focus on everything else. Confidence at this level isn't about perfection, it's about acceptance. Linda has laugh lines and gray hair and hands that show her age, and she's never apologized for any of it. That comfort in her own skin? That's what people actually notice. 6. The simplicity. Less is infinitely more. Linda's morning routine takes 15 minutes, not because she doesn't care, but because she's eliminated everything unnecessary. One moisturizer she trusts, a tinted sunscreen, a touch of mascara, and a neutral lip. Her hair, silver and simply cut, falls naturally. No elaborate styling, no products promising transformation, just clean, healthy simplicity. This approach extends to her entire aesthetic. She's never chasing complexity. A white shirt and well-fitted jeans, a cashmere sweater with tailored trousers, a simple dress in a neutral tone with that one beautiful detail. These combinations seem almost too simple until you see them on her. And then you understand, simplicity requires incredible discipline. It means editing constantly, removing anything that doesn't serve you. Linda learned this from observing French women in Paris years ago. They weren't wearing more to look better, they were wearing less. Fewer patterns competing for attention, fewer trends fighting each other. Just clean lines, beautiful fabrics, and perfect fit. This simplicity creates something remarkable, timelessness. Linda's photographs from 10 years ago could have been taken yesterday. Her style doesn't date because it was never about the moment, it was about the woman. When you embrace simplicity, you stop aging out of your wardrobe. You've built something that lasts. 7. The mindset, timeless over trendy, always. Here's Linda's final lesson, and it's the one that ties everything together. She stopped paying attention to what fashion magazines told her to wear sometime in her 50s, and that liberation changed everything. Not because she stopped caring about style, but because she started trusting herself more than she trusted trends. French elegance has always understood this fundamental truth. Trends are designed to make you feel inadequate, so you'll keep buying. Timelessness is designed to make you feel confident, so you'll stop searching. Linda asks different questions now. No, not, is this fashionable, but does this feel like me? Not, will others approve, but do I feel beautiful? This mindset shift is revolutionary because it removes you from the exhausting cycle of constantly trying to keep up. You're no longer chasing, you're simply being. And being, it turns out, is far more elegant than becoming. Linda invests in classic pieces that have proven their worth over decades. The white button-down, the navy blazer, the perfectly cut trousers, the simple black dress. These aren't boring. They're reliable foundations that allow her personality to shine through. When you commit to timeless over trendy, something magical happens. Your closet becomes a place of calm instead of chaos. Getting dressed becomes joyful instead of stressful. And you, my friend, become truly unforgettable.